Welcome to answer my questions. I am Duffer, David Fernando. Hello everyone who is on the other side. This is one more edition of Answer My Questions with me, Duffer, David Fernando. My guest, who is already in the studio, is Sara da Costa, who is an English teacher, not a teacher trainer, a volunteer translator, a master, and also a PhD student. Sara, are you ready to answer my questions?
Yes, I am.
If you are, come and join me. Daniel, are we live?
Yes, we are.
Daniel's English. This is Sara. Sara or Sara?
Both.
Both. Sara and Sara. Which one
Do I prefer?
Yes.
When I'm on the English side, it's Sara. When I'm on the Portuguese side, it's Sara. So it depends.
Okay. Good. Okay, there are 5 people watching us. Sorry we are late. Once again, we are late. Sorry, we are late. Sorry for our... Will you accept our apologies? Yes? Apologies, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
Accept our apologies. Yeah, we have to apologize for our lateness. Okay, we are in the house. Carlos, always the number one. Carlos Giver Malaye is watching us from Mozambique.
Oh, great.
Gaza, Mozambique. The number 1 international viewer of Answer My Questions.
Great.
And I can see Lionel Daniel. How are you doing, Daniel? And not you, Daniel.
Yeah.
Daniel and Carlos.
Daniel.
So, who is Sara? Who is Sara? That's the first question.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, who is Sara?
Okay. Or Sarah. Okay, let's keep it Sarah as
Yes.
on the English side. Yeah. So Sarah, first of all, I'd like to I like identifying myself from what I believe in, and the other people who already know. First of all, I'm a child of God, a daughter of God. And I'm a disciple of Prophet Philippi.
Oh yeah, someone asked. Don't forget.
I saw that
It's right now. Don't forget to ask.
I'll ask any questions.
Oh, Daniel, Mr. Candido was about to call you so as to know what was going on. Carry on, please.
Okay. As I was saying, okay, for those who don't know who Prophet Philippi is, Prophet Philippi is the prophet.
The last true prophet.
The only true prophet for this generation. that
Very
God
good.
sent.
Get ready to answer the question.
Yes. And as you said, I'm an English teacher. Well, I'd like to generalize myself as an educator. Yeah, because education has been my passion since childhood, and I like educating. So I will generalize myself as an educator, but specifically from my experience, basically an English teacher and a volunteer translator, as you said. But not only a volunteer translator, the thing is I recently started getting into the serious professional world of translation. So I prefer generalizing it, as a translator, freelance translator in this case. I'm married. 10 years. Yeah, this is my.
You've been married for 10 years.
Wow. I've got 2 kids.
Do you wear a ring?
Of course.
Ah, okay.
But it doesn't identify, but yeah.
Yeah.
I've got it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think other questions, I think I can answer them later.
Okay.
I don't know if there's something else that I can add. You spoke of me being a PhD student.
Yes.
I'm currently starting with my PhD at the University of Minho, Portugal, meaning that I'll be traveling soon.
Okay. How long will you be there? So you'll be flying to Portugal?
Yes.
Okay.
Minimum 3 years because the course, 3-year course.
Okay.
Yeah, it will be for 3 years. And who knows what will happen later.
Okay. That's good. Are you traveling with your family?
Not yet.
Okay. You're not going there to
But
stay.
they'll be there, of course.
Oh, okay.
But it's 3 years is a lot.
Yeah.
My kids are still young, so they have to go with me. But not now, but they'll be there next year.
Okay.
Hopefully.
All right. What made you pursue a career in education?
As I said, education has been my passion since childhood.
Okay.
Yeah, and well, I grew up in Namibia with my parents, my brothers and sisters. I'm not a brother and my sisters. And when I came back to Angola, I was practically done with high school.
Okay.
And I didn't want to do something that will complicate my life, so I preferred doing anything that's related to English. And that's when I went to ISHET. I also tried the Faculty of Arts, but successful at ISHET. As teaching has been my passion, for a long time. So yeah, that's how I embarked in the world of education.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember how old you were when you first started teaching?
Yeah, it was like 5 years ago.
No, how old you were when you first started
I
teaching?
think I was 25 or
Oh, okay.
24.
How long have you been working as a teacher?
5 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is my 5th year.
Do you take yourself as a novice or an old-timer teacher?
Okay. After 5 years, I think not in the middle, but no more a novice teacher. But I may be okay. I can consider myself as a novice teacher in the higher education institution world.
Okay.
Because I started working in the secondary school, in public secondary school for 4 years, and last year. Since the end of last year, I've been working in higher education.
So you're a public
institutions.
servant? You're a public
I
servant?
was. No more.
What happened?
No, sorry. Long story. It's a
Oh.
long story. I had to pick, and I wanted to embark to higher education
Okay.
institutions, and yeah, I've been there since last year.
Did you used to work for the Ministry of Education?
Yes, I used
So, what happened?
to. Yeah, long story. What I'm saying, okay, when I started, the thing is, I actually didn't want to start working,
Okay.
okay, because that it was difficult. I knew it would be difficult to balance, life, housework and professional work and all that. So by then I had a baby. My last born was still a baby then, and it was really difficult. And I really didn't want to start working, but then I started, and things later got a bit complicated, and I had to pick.
Okay.
But then I also I was thinking of, but then I thought that being in higher education would be easier for me, as I wouldn't need to work, I wouldn't have a lot of workload, and teaching kids, I saw that it was more complicated, so I preferred being in higher education.
Okay. What's wrong with the sound? No.
Mine or
No.
yours?
I don't know what's wrong. It's been ages since it last goes like this. Yes? Is it good? The sound is good. Really? No, you don't need to touch anything. Daniel,
Not here?
you don't need to touch anything. No, you don't need to touch anything. Oh,
It's
wait!
not-
Shit. Holy shit! We are not using the microphone. Daniel! Come on! Holy shit!
I thought-
I will fire you. We are using the mobile phone Microphone. Daniel!
Go there. It's fixed.
My goodness.
Are we live?
Yes, we are, but we are still Daniel. That's why I saw.
Let me try sharing with my.
Daniel!
I have to
What
share.
happened?
Now ask them back.
Now it's good.
Okay.
Daniel. Now the sound's good. Don't touch it, please. We were not using the microphones.
So we have
It's
to start
fine
over.
now.
Okay, so
Thank you, Mr. Candido, for the feedback. Yeah, it's perfect now. Francisco Salvador, thank you for your comment, because he commented the sound is not good. Get better next time. What do you want? The password? It's no longer possible because it's there. Yes. So get better next time. No. We were not using the microphones.
Just ask them for apologies.
Oh, she needs the password for the internet. He will give you the password. Good evening, man. Elidio, Dala Elidio. Good to see you. Good to see you on the other side. Yes, let's carry on, please. Yes.
are we
What?
going to start off?
No, you don't need to. What's the most used communication style?
My most used communication style.
Mm-hmm. Your most used communication style. I can skip it to.
Okay.
What's
The
what?
phone?
Yeah. Yes. Go ahead.
I mostly use my phone for communication.
Hmm.
What type of style are you talking about? What type of
I don't know.
communication style? You are the one
Let's skip
asking
it.
the question.
Okay. What's your favorite part about working in education?
My favorite part, transforming lives. I think that's, yeah. Being able to motivate learners, even in their personal life. I think the power of transforming someone's attitude
Mhm.
or behavior or someone's belief, of something. I think that's just powerful. That's yeah. That's
Okay.
what I think.
Mm-hmm. That's good. And what skills are you currently developing as a teacher?
Sure, I would say a lot of skills because this year I've been interested in my professional growth.
Okay.
Especially now that I'm going to do my PhD. I saw the need of participating, in events, especially events that are related to education.
Mm-hmm.
So, like we had a training recently with teacher Abigail. I don't know if you've heard of it. Yeah, and
From Africa Alta.
yeah, that was an intensive training, and yeah, we learned a lot. Digital skills. I would say that I could already upgrade my digital skills on that, and different other skills like speaking. Part of Africa Alta community group on WhatsApp, and they've been sharing lots of resources and ideas for teachers. Yeah. So,
Okay.
yes.
Good. Why are there very few females in the ELT field?
I would say ELT Angola.
Yeah, ELT. Yeah, we were talking about Angola. Yeah.
It's different because in Namibia, Angola and Windhoek in education, they've got a big difference. Maybe other countries as well, because I mostly had female teachers than
Use
male
this
teachers.
microphone.
Okay, that's better.
Still not okay?
For her.
I use it. They still can't hear me?
No, I can hear you, but I think this one's much better.
Okay.
That one's much better for you. Yes.
Liquidity. Did fine
Can you
here?
say something?
Yeah, so I would say ELT Angola.
Mm-hmm.
We have few female English teachers because I guess it's lack of confidence because
Okay.
English is a difficult language for those who are coming from lusophones, right?
Mhm.
Portuguese,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, it is.
What did you say? Oh, okay.
English
Yeah.
is many see English as a difficult language, especially for those who are Portuguese speakers. So teaching it is another difficulty. I think it has to do with confidence.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what have you been doing so as to promote English?
To promote English.
Yes, in Rwanda or in Angola. Or what have you been doing so as to bring more ladies into the ELT field?
Okay, firstly, teacher Abigail, after the training, no, was it before? I think before the training, after the 7th conference that we had here at Shed.
Were you there?
Yeah,
I didn't see you.
yeah, many people were there, so many people was. There were many people there, so
Mhm.
yeah, it was difficult to identify teachers.
No, because I was recording.
I didn't get to.
I was there recording.
You were
last day.
the interviewer, right?
Yes, it was me.
Wasn't it Felisberto? Because I confused about Felisberto, Afonso. Yeah.
Mhm.
I was there since the second day.
Oh, okay, on the 12th.
Yeah. Was it the 12th? Yeah, I was there.
Okay.
So after the conference, she then decided, as she has been uniting female teachers there in Cameroon.
Yes.
So she brought this idea to Angola,
Mhm.
and she created a WhatsApp group. And I'm part of the administrators there. So I've been motivating at least.
Yes.
But
How have you been motivating them? How have you been motivating the
sharing
ladies?
events,
Mhm.
by sharing events, and I also we created an event, a face-to-face event, like the first time for presentation and get to know each other, but then it wasn't successful. But as I'm very busy right now with the traveling and stuff, so I haven't concentrated yet on creating workshops and other events for them, but this is my idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the group is still there and we are still sharing information, and Mr. Kaitan is also helping us there. So this is one of the points, one of the ways that I'm helping Angolan ELT teachers.
When did you join ANELTA?
This year,
Only this year. Why?
I asked to join, when was it? I don't know when it was, but I don't know, maybe I think ANELTA has been pausing, I don't know, right?
Jefflo.
Because you guys were like silent. I met Caetano. I met Caetano when we were doing our masters.
Mm-hmm.
I met him there, and I don't know if he told me about ANELTA, but he used to share some information about ANELTA in our WhatsApp group, but there was no such motivation, there was no that call for members to join ANELTA, and I got interested later. But then I don't know what happened. Maybe ANELTA was still, I don't know.
Okay.
But then after the conference, I got interested again in joining ANELTA, and then that's when I successfully was added to the ANELTA group.
Okay, that's good. Who is Angela?
I think it's my sister.
It's not. Is it her?
Comentaste?
Angela.
Angela was
Moisés.
Moisés.
her?
Yeah.
It's her. Oh. She speaks English. She speaks English.
Is she writing in English?
She wrote.
She's
Mrs.
probably-
Sarah. Miss Sarah. Okay, that's good. Now, masters. What does it mean? You're a master. What have you been doing as a master?
as a master, I've been
Yes.
upgrading my skills,
apart from that.
taking to the next level.
Yeah.
Because I was in secondary education, as I said, I'm now taking it to tertiary level.
Yes.
And writing articles.
Okay.
Yeah. And well, I think I will embark on the real master action when I start with when we start with classes.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, apart from writing articles, I also have a page.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mrs.
Yeah.
You can visit her page.
Mrs.
Sara.
Sara da Costa.
Yes. But I just want to tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
What is your page about?
Education in general.
Yes, but
I first started.
Don't post religious stuff.
You see me posting
Yes.
when?
I saw something there.
Long time.
On
That
ELT. On religion.
That was a long time, but that was.
Yeah,
a long
you
time.
shouldn't do that.
I don't
that's
do
for
that.
Mrs. Sara Neves da Costa, yes? It's
Neves da Costa.
Yeah, it's ELT page. So you can't share personal issues.
Not
like,
ELT
personal
specifically,
issues
that's
like
education in general.
You've been to a missionary event, a religious event. And
Well,
then
I think
post, we went to
you digged
gospel.
a lot on my page.
I had
That
to.
was like a long time.
I had
that
to.
was like that.
I had
Maybe
to.
last year or yeah, you did.
I had to do that.
You did
so as to know
a deep
who my guest is.
investigation.
Yes, I usually do that.
Yeah, and I was caught on that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Unfortunately.
That's good. How different, now that you are a master and very soon you'll be doing your PhD, how different will you be from the other masters and PhDs? Are you studying for your salary so as to update your salary, or you want to be like some European masters? Because our local masters, from what I know, most of them, they are studying for paper. So as to update.
They told you so.
No, some of them. Because if you go to this, where, yeah.
Where he said at least my teachers.
Yes, there are some PhDs who have never written even a single. Let's use.
But not in ELT.
Let's use car article. They have never written a car article, but they are PhDs.
Car article. Oh,
Yes,
okay.
car article.
No, not in ELT. Come on, not in ELT. Yeah.
Yes. So how
ELT,
different?
I think
Yes.
ELT here in Angola is more serious, and I've
serious?
seen that. Definitely, have been in.
Not
You've
in
been
Rwanda.
to Shed.
Not in Rwanda. Articles? Definitely.
No,
Articles in ELT?
you are not there. That's why
No.
I'm saying that.
I'm not
But also,
a
if you talk
TSET.
to
I'm not a TSET.
Miss
But I am always on the internet. We
Okay,
see-
so
we
you're
see
talking
what- we
about
see-
online articles.
We see
We've
what
got-
our
we've got
masters
physical.
post.
Who are you talking about?
No, I'm not talking about anyone.
They are not active on social media.
We
Well,
see.
okay, maybe not.
Yes,
name.
we talk about articles because.
No, you're talking about
articles,
online
books,
articles. I understand.
Articles,
That's just
books.
no. My teachers, for example. Okay, let me just talk about my tutor,
Mm-hmm. Who was your tutor?
Madame Celeste.
Oh, okay.
Celeste Sabene.
Yeah.
She's a mom to me as well.
Yeah.
To many.
Yes.
She's written, I don't know, maybe I think more than 3 books already, and she's writing. She has written a recent book on
ELT?
primary English, right? To help primary English teachers,
Mm-hmm.
but because of financial issues that we've
Yes.
got here, she hasn't been able to publish yet.
Okay.
But she's really advanced, and I think it's technology and funding. I mean, we are lacking, teachers here lack motivation.
Okay.
Yeah. They may be good. I'm not talking about other areas, but ELT, from my teachers, I know that they're good.
Okay.
So they did their training abroad, and especially my master's teachers, yeah, they're really good. But what's lacking is motivation.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Because
true.
if your salary is not enough, to pay for your house expenses,
Yeah.
how are you going to pay for a publishing, what do you call it? Company, you know, how are you going to publish books and stuff like that?
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, but of course, I'm not going to sleep on it
Yeah.
and complain about financial issues. That's not what that's my goal. Because with the PhD journey, my
Yes.
journey to studying the PhD, especially when I started applying, because I had to apply and send my documents, I understood a lot of things, and I saw that it's really a serious thing. I
Okay.
really have to put my knowledge, into practice, and
Okay.
and keep on publishing. Yeah.
Good. Are you studying for science or for money?
That's an old question, and it's a little bit sarcastic. I don't know how to.
Really?
Studying for science or for money? Let me
Yes.
say both, right? Because
Okay,
you have to
because-
survive.
Because
you know.
those that study for money, they only go to the to university for the paper
They go to university for the paper.
and for the knowledge.
Not
Those
for
that go
knowledge.
to university for for science, they write articles.
Yeah.
They write
First,
books.
when you go to university, okay,
Yes.
you're going there because you want to. Okay, let me say, I want to enrich my knowledge, in
Mhm.
education. I want to upgrade my skills, especially now that I'm going to do my PhD in an international recognized university, because
Mhm.
UMIU is part of the best 500 universities in the world.
Okay.
So and education, the reference, they've got how can I say, they are good,
Mhm.
in education there at UMIU. So that's a great start, and it's like it's a must. I have to write articles, at least 2 articles. I have to publish 2 articles, and there are other requirements there that are really going to push, pull up my socks and all that. So yeah, that's my goal. I want to reach, the top level, professionally,
Okay.
to have a better reward. Okay, so you're not only going to, of course, it's not only for the money, but if you want to reach that step,
Yes.
you want to get a better reward, and you want to be better recognized, you need to show your skills, and with that you need to upgrade your skills with knowledge. That's where science come in.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. And how many articles have you written so far?
I've written a lot of articles, but the published articles, I've only published 2 articles,
Okay.
but I've got different articles that are pending,
Mhm. When are we
and I
reading
need
your
to
article?
release them.
When are we reading your article on Africa Elta newsletter?
Yeah, no, okay,
Newsletter.
about Africa Elta. As I said, it's been a busy moment for me because of the traveling issue.
No, maybe it's on the other side. Mm-hmm. Carry on. Alright. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's been a busy moment for me. But as the submission deadline is still on, I will, hopefully this month,
Yeah.
as I'll be settled, things will be, I'll be more relaxed, and I'll have more time to brush up my article, because I already have an article that I'm thinking of sending as a proposal.
Mhm.
I just need to brush it up and send it to them.
Okay.
And also, we will be having our mentorship for female leaders
Mm-hmm.
that will help with writing my article. I don't know if it's this program or it's another program. They will be training us as well on this. So, yeah, I'll make sure that I don't miss it. I don't even want to miss it.
Okay.
Hopefully, I'll be in Egypt next year.
Next year.
I hope
Yeah.
I will.
Okay.
Yeah. With the scholarship,
uh-huh.
it'll be easier.
Oh yeah, I think everybody's after scholarship. I'd love to go
Yeah.
there, but I won't. Why didn't you present at Africa Elder 7th International Conference?
I don't know if I was very busy or
But did you
I don't know what
did
happened.
you
I
see
had
the
an
call?
idea.
Did you see
I
the
saw
call?
it. I saw it.
Okay.
It was last year in the beginning of the year, right?
I think was it
The
at the
call
end
for
or at the
proposal.
beginning? Yes. For speakers. Oh, okay. I think it was in December, November. Or
I
December.
can't remember what happened. If maybe I was very busy or something happened there, or I didn't think of any topic.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, was it yesterday or today? When literacy day, was it yesterday?
It
or-
was yesterday.
Okay. What can you tell us about it? Literacy. How much did you know about it? How much do you know about this day?
I don't know much about this day. I didn't even know that it existed, such an
okay.
event.
Okay.
I only found out about it yesterday. I actually wanted to join the event. As I said, I've been, things have been very busy. Life has been very busy for me lately.
Mhm.
And yesterday I went out and I was walking up and down. I couldn't even attend the event.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't have much to say about the day.
Mhm.
But I know about literacy here, in our reality.
Yes.
And even my tutor, Mrs. Sambeni, she also wrote about it. I don't know
Okay.
if you've heard of it.
No.
She was talking about literacy in higher education, especially for especially finalist students.
Mhm.
The difficulty of writing the monograph.
Yes.
Many students face this difficulty, and she addressed that issue, and I know of it because when I defended, I believe I was the first one, because I didn't hear of any of my mates who defended when we finished. And the main problem was this:
Okay.
writing.
Yeah.
Writing, doing research, and all
Mm.
that. Many of us have this problem. So literacy, it's not only about the basics, starting with primary school and kids and all that. Even grown-ups, adults in education, in higher education face this. So it's a really big issue, especially in our context.
Yes.
Yeah, and raising an awareness in this is really important. I think I may write an article on this, because she also suggested me to write a PhD proposal on this, but as I was in a rush and I had to buy the book, and it was really, really expensive
Okay.
because it was sold on Amazon. But I'm thinking of writing something about this issue, because it's a really big problem in our area.
You joined ANELTA this year,
Yes.
and luckily, you already have a post. What's the current post at ANELTA?
Whoa.
What are you responsible for?
The project,
Okay.
the current project that we what's the curriculum of as English is now being introduced in primary education.
Yes.
I think only grade 5 this year, right? Jeff? Grade 5 only. We'll be having
Grade
grade 5,
Mhm.
and I'm part of the team.
Yeah.
And I'll see where, as I'll be traveling, I won't be able to be here to help, like face-to-face issues, but I'll be there either for the revision or something. So yeah.
On the 25th of August,
Mhm.
ANELTA in partnership with INAD, I think
Yeah.
INAD in partnership with ANELTA, they signed a bilateral partnership,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Could you tell us about this partnership? What can we expect from it? Is it a paper-based project or a hand-based project?
Okay. We expect it to be a hand-based project.
Yeah.
It's a great partnership, and it's a great opportunity for ANELTA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a great remark for us, and we will be helping. working within that as they are part of the
Minister of
development
Education, yeah.
and all that. It's a really great opportunity for us, and helping English teachers. As we know, there are some English teachers who really need help in training.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this will be a great help for enrolling English teachers.
Mm-hmm.
We are still studying and we are hoping for the best.
Yes.
We've got great expectations for this, but it's a really great opportunity.
Okay.
And also help with the training of the staff members of INAT itself,
Okay.
teaching them English.
Oh, that's
So-
good.
And we'll be training English teachers as well. We'll be helping with the new curriculum
Mm-hmm.
for primary education, and not only. So it's a great project.
Okay. As a curriculum development, yes, educational sciences. The specialization is curriculum.
Educational sciences.
That's the course. Yes?
Yeah, that's-
the specialization is
Curriculum
curriculum
development.
development.
Curriculum development.
What can you tell us about English? What's that? The syllabus that is provided by the Minister of Education. Have you ever worked with that?
I have, and that was my topic. I don't know what's going on in my phone. That was my topic on. That was my BA topic when I
Okay.
did the shed. I focused on the curriculum development for secondary education,
Yes.
especially grade 11, as grade 11 is mostly the grade where students stop. That's like the end level of English, because especially for those who have technical courses, they normally don't have English in grade 12.
Mm-hmm.
So I focused on the curriculum of grade 11, but still looking at the whole curriculum process for the secondary education level. And what do I have to say about that?
Yes. What's your
Or
comment on
if
that?
I'll-
What's
if
your
I'll
take- what's your
ready-
take on that? Yes.
I've got a lot to take that I've written an article on it. First, the thing is that we need specialists. We need people we need curriculum developers as such,
Okay.
as a specialist,
So
to
are
be
you
able
trying to say that those people who have designed that syllabus are not specialists? Who might have designed it?
Okay, that's a sensitive question.
Jafilo, are you one of the members?
No, Jeffrey just joined now, and he's dealing with primary education. He's dealing with primary level.
Okay.
For the secondary level, there's no one that's there, but we had the former curriculum designers they are now how can I say? Right, suppose. There's something going on there. The former curriculum developers are no more working right now.
Okay.
They, what do you call it? I'm looking for the term. I'm looking for the word. They've retired. That's the word.
Oh, all right.
They've-
Were they
They've
specialists?
retired. I don't think so, because I interviewed one of them. The other wasn't available, but I interviewed one of them, and from what I could witness, they
Mhm.
aren't. Yeah, we
Okay.
need a curriculum developer who's really specialized in curriculum development in order to develop our curriculum, because it's not only about designing a syllabus, because syllabus is just part of syllabus is part of curriculum development. It's just one of the aspects
Mhm.
of curriculum development. Curriculum development is a broad issue. Okay, it involves needs analysis, context analysis. Then we have the selection of defining aims and objectives. Then we go to syllabus, teachers training, evaluation. It's a broad concept. It's not only about choosing topics to be taught. That's not it. Even lesson plans can be included in curriculum design. So a specialist there is really needed. Yeah, and a great review of it.
Okay, that's good. Do you teach English in English or you teach English in Portuguese?
Both, I would say. In our context,
Okay.
it's necessary to use one sometimes.
Why? You said both. Why do you use both languages?
Well, especially
Could you tell us the percentage? The percentage.
It's quite hard.
English 50, 80, or 90% Portuguese, 10% English?
It depends. Sometimes it can be. It's mostly, in my case. Well, the thing is, I started teaching now in higher education, and as it's my first experience, I had to analyze, first, and then I actually came to the conclusion that no matter how much they complain using English, most of the time, if not 50%, is really necessary. Because that's how I used to, that's what I had when I was in secondary level. But when I went to tertiary level, I got a little bit, there was a barrier because of, how the students were like complaining, oh, English only, they're more scared. Adults are more scared of committing, mistakes. And kids, like, they don't care, they just want to talk.
Yeah.
So they're more flexible in this, but adults are not. So you need to really be able to motivate them. And that's it. I use both English and Portuguese.
That's good. How much time do you have for you to be here? What time should we finish? It's 23 past 7. What time should we finish?
I think in 10 minutes is fine.
10 minutes? For us to finish in 10 minutes?
If it depends on me. My throat, I've got a dry throat right now. I've been drinking a lot of water. My voice, is my voice audible?
No, it's good. It's perfect.
Really?
Angel's voice. Okay. One of the questions that everybody wants to know.
Are they asking questions? Yeah, if we go to their questions,
yes,
that will be better because we don't have much time.
Yes. One of the questions, but let me just try to read this comment from Teofilo. They can write and publish free of charge in some international newsletters and journals. It should not be an excuse.
Talking about our
articles, our masters and PhDs.
But have you searched for real? I haven't. I haven't searched.
Okay.
Have you searched and you didn't find any article written?
Few.
But ELT specifically.
Yes, we talk about ELT.
Really?
Yes, because you and I are into ELT. So if
I thought you generalized it.
No. We talk about ELT. If one of your former professors or lecturers.
And how did you search? Because they're universities.
Writes an article into politics. I didn't say that my phonetics and phonology teacher or lecturer has got an article. That's about politics. We are not into politics. He didn't teach me politics.
But politics is broad.
No, talk about politics, like why this party behaves like this.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, politics, not policies, ELT policies, but politics. Yes. Where can I find the articles that you've already published? Mr. Candido's question.
I can drop a link. He can go to my
Mr. Candido,
page.
where can I find the articles she has already published?
On
Yes,
my page.
you can check.
I dropped
Mrs.
there my link.
Sarah's. Just a second. Mrs. Sarah Neves da Costa. Yes.
Maybe you can leave it. You can drop it there in the
I'll
comments
do
so
that.
that they can.
Now,
So it can be easier for them to identify.
one of the questions that everybody wants to know is about your prophet.
Okay.
How proud are you?
Very proud.
How did you get to know about him? Preach, please.
Preach. No, I'm a woman. I don't. Okay.
Oh, you don't?
testify,
Oh,
testify.
okay, yeah.
No, that's
Okay,
no. It's
testify.
not a problem. I can
Ah, it's
answer.
not a
I
problem?
can
Okay.
answer. It was in 2012.
Ooh.
Yeah. Before I got married.
Okay.
That's when I heard of the message of the hour. And it was something that was really different because you read the Bible and you see prophets in the Bible and you like, and when I saw that, okay, we've got a living prophet.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm reading here the prophets in my Bible, and I can and God has sent a prophet that's living, that's here, and that was really exciting. And also because of what I witnessed in my former church,
Which church did you used to go to?
Respondeu.
Oh, wow. Papa Small Dumba. Ah.
Yeah, my father was one of the pastors there.
Ah, okay.
He was also a translator,
Hmm.
Portuguese to English. Interpreter, actually.
Oh,
Yeah, to be
Okay.
specific. And yeah, I saw it was the truth because, okay, firstly, how women dress.
mm-hmm.
Okay, that was like my first moment
Yeah.
there. And the other thing is like hypocrisy.
Mm.
People, yesterday I was at the bar drinking there with my cigarette and all that and doing all the sin and everything.
Yeah.
You guys know. And tomorrow I'm there as a saint, a holy brother, a holy sister. That's like, and then tomorrow, and then we'll be saying that we want to be saved, we want to go to heaven and all that. But in this message is holiness. Like holiness, it's like our main goal, holiness and salvation.
Okay.
So, yeah, being away from sin,
Mm-hmm.
and my goal has been salvation ever since I believe in the prophet of my time, and this is the only place that I saw that I can find salvation.
Okay.
Living a holy life, because other people can say that okay, salvation is here, salvation is there, but how do they live? How is their life? Go to the churches and you see how they live and all that. You will see that it has nothing to do with salvation. That's not their goal. Their goal is to know each other. Their goal is to have girlfriends and boyfriends and other things.
Yes.
So I don't know if there's something else that they want to know about the faith. There's something
How much
else.
have you been? How strong is your faith?
Very strong. Faith, it's not about being strong or having a weak faith. It's about it's either you believe or you don't believe. Either you have faith or you have incredulity.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it.
Okay, that's good. Is there anything else that you would like to tell our viewers on the message that you preach?
Yeah, I'd like to tell them that this message is the only true message of God.
Tell
for
them.
this
Look at them and
generation.
tell them.
This message is the only true message, of God for this generation. And Prophet Kaku Philip is the only true prophet of God. If you want to visit, you can visit. I think you can drop the page www.philipkaku.org.
Wait. Yes. What's that?
www.philipkaku.org.
There's an app, yes? There's an app.
That's the website. There's also an app. If you go to App Store or Play Store, you just search for Prophet Kaku Philip. If it's Portuguese, you can just write Profeta Kaku Philip. and you'll find it. You can download it. There are different preachings. There are even praise songs, and yeah.
Who first got to know this about this message? You or your husband?
My husband.
Okay. Did you?
Well, he wasn't my husband then.
Oh, okay. Did you used to go to the same
believe
church?
before.
Did you used to go
Yes.
to the same church before he got to know about
Yes,
this
we.
message?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, but the thing, the church which you used to go is a good church.
Why?
Well, because
With
they
all
also-
that confusion.
they
that-
also talk
all
about
that trouble.
salvation.
They talk. That's theory, you know.
Mm.
But in practice,
Oh, okay. Oh, it's this one, right? On your page. Is it?
yeah. But that's for the English.
Yes. My
Yeah.
viewers are English
Okay,
speakers.
fine.
Those who speak Portuguese, they will have to do their best so
Okay.
as to.
But yeah, there are flags there for those who want the Portuguese version. They can
Yes.
click on the
Okay.
Portugal flag.
Oh yeah. See it. Okay, that's good. All right. Now, is there a place where you usually gather?
Yes, we've got different places. Just depends on where you live.
Mhm.
If you're at Gofdosh, we are, like here in Luanda, for example,
Yes.
we are at Gamek, Kalemba Dosh, Viana, Villa Viana, Gafanil. We are in different places. If you click on the website or the app, you can also find our contacts, especially in our app. If you download the app, you can
Mhm.
find the contacts there for the Angolan leaders.
Okay. Who's the head of this church here? Who's
It's
the
not.
head?
It's not an organization.
Yes. But-
It's a message, and we gather. Head in what sense? The head
like-
is the prophet. Okay,
like
we've got the prophet
when you
as
want to
our
talk, when you want to
prophet.
talk to someone, like the one that represents the church, the movement here,
Message.
or the message, yes, the one that represents the message here.
We've got two main representatives.
Okay.
I mean, if you have the app, it will be easier to.
Oh, you're sending us to the app. We want to get the good news.
And how are you going to get them
from your mouth?
No, that's what I already transmitted here.
Very
But
little.
then you're talking about the head, specifically the head. Like, what,
The
should I
leaders.
mention the name, or how are you going to?
No, you can find us
How are you
here.
going to
You can
find-
find that where people can find you.
Exactly, that's what I'm
For
saying.
example,
if
I
you
want to
download
find
the app,
JW, yes, JWO, yes,
who's that?
JW members, JW.
Ah,
I will
Jehovah
go.
Witness.
I will go to Talatona.
Because they are an
Talatona, yes?
organization.
Yeah.
They are an organization. We are not an organization. God is not in organization. God is with his people, with his prophet.
What about here?
Of course, I told you we've got gatherings, but
Yes.
it's not an
I'm talking about
organization.
this. I'm talking about this. A
This
place-
is in Gamek. If you want to go
Yes.
there, you should contact us to give you the direct, the precise location for it.
Mhm.
But it's not like, okay, you will go there and it's written
Yeah.
Church of Jesus Christ, for example, because it's not an organization.
Okay.
It's the message
Good.
from God. Like in the time of Moses, for example, which church did he belong to?
Judaism.
What was the name of the church? Do you know?
Judaism.
What was the name of the church?
The name.
The organization itself. What was it?
Judaism.
What was it written something?
Synagogue.
Judaism is the religion now. It wasn't religion then.
Synagogue. I think. they
Okay,
used to
was it
synagogue.
okay? Would you go there and it's written, "This is the synagogue
Probably.
of Moses"?
There
It
are no,
wasn't.
There are no
It was-
pictures.
It's just the devil that has done all this.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. My. Who's this? Hello. Oh, this is someone. Hey. Hi, Adriano. Good to see you. It's someone that we met on We met in July while I was coming from work. Good to see you, Adriano. I hope to see you next time. Sarah, why did you choose English rather than any other language? Matondo Masak's question.
In what sense? I grew up speaking English. Matondo what?
Matondo. Sarah
English is
grew
my
up,
L1. I didn't choose it.
Sarah
I acquired it
grew up
naturally.
Yeah. English is her L1, yes? Her L1 different from me. My first language is Kikongo.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let me just try to pick up some. Jose Mashe, watching from Mozambique, Beira City. Wow.
Okay.
Good to see that. Amon, João, are you watching from Soyo or you're from Soyo? Amon from Soyo. You live in Kasenga, man. When did you move to Soyo?
So maybe that's his origin.
Buffalo. Hello, answer my question. Amon from Soyo. You know him.
Yeah.
He's a friend on Facebook.
Well, what's his surname?
It's Jean Barroso.
Right.
It's on from Soyo. Okay, maybe could you mention some of the books? Wait, we're about to finish. I know that.
What books?
Where can I find? Okay, find books. Okay, could you name or list something like 5 books for teachers who teach English as a foreign language? Do you happen to have a name of some or titles?
Okay, starting with my tutor and my
This is from
supervisor.
Silvano Moma family. Yes.
Specifically for us here in Angola, we've got English language teaching by Soleil Sambeni and Sophia and Anna Sophia. That's ELT 1 and 2, right? Volume 1 and 2.
It was
English
published
language.
in 2010.
Or no, I think because when I went to Ished in 2010.
2010.
Oh, really?
Those 2 books by
They were
Sofia
just
Gonzalez.
yeah. It was still new because I was at Ished in 2011 or was it 12?
2011?
2011, no 12. Because
okay.
I came back here in 2010, 2011, 2012.
Okay.
So it was still new. They were
It was
marketing it there.
Okay. I wish
How Languages Are Taught by Jeremy Hammer. That's the famous book everyone should
How
have.
language? No. How language are taught? How to teach English.
How Languages Are Taught by, isn't it? No, that's not Jeremy Hammer. That's another. That's I forgot the author. How to Teach English by Jeremy Hammer is a must-have. It also comes the recent. I don't know if it's the recent edition because I bought it. I think maybe more than 5 years ago, and it has a disc. Yeah, it's really.
How to Teach English is by.
How to Teach English by Jeremy Hammer.
Hammer. How to Teach
Yes,
English.
How Languages Are
that's
Taught is
How
by.
to Series.
No, How to Teach English.
How to Series.
Yeah, the How to series.
Yeah, but you find how to teach English, how to teach pronunciation, how to teach grammar.
No, How to Teach English is the general name. So
No, how
inside
to.
How to Teach English, you have
Yes.
How to Teach Vocabulary, How to Teach
Pronunciation.
Series.
Yeah. That's how to. Okay, how long does it take? No, she's half native. Are you a native? Half native? Are you a native speaker? Half native?
No, I am a native.
She's a native. Because how long did you take to? Okay, so
If they, I think they haven't followed my
probably.
interview in the beginning. I grew
Okay,
up.
Teflo, do you have any question before we say goodbye? But we've never finished this time.
Actually,
We've never finished at this time.
Oh, is it still early
Yeah, we usually
for
finish
ladies?
not for ladies.
Yeah,
Well,
maybe
I
that's what.
interviewed a lady who lives in Zango.
Well,
we
an
finish at-
English teacher.
Yes, we
Okay.
finish at 8:30.
She lives nearby, right?
Zango.
Oh,
She left at 9 by taxi.
that's terrible.
Yeah.
She
But
must
she
have,
got home.
She must
safe,
have
She got home safe and sound.
after struggling a lot.
No way. Yes.
I've actually written my questions there, but as you want me to ask,
My question would be on you say you're a message, not an organization. But now my question would be on are you legit to preach the news in Angola? Because the government won't see you, won't look at you as being a message. They will classify you as similar to other religious organizations that preach the message. Then you need to be legit to kind of have your message being spread or preached in Angola. You need to have documents, all those stuff. Because if they go somewhere,
Can they hear him?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
if they go somewhere and find you a meeting, there's somebody there preaching, they'll ask you which kind of organization is this, and you have to kind of classify that you are a religious organization. Then for a religious organization to exist in Angola, you need to be legit. It means that you need to have all the legal documents, and there's a right department that takes care of it. So as you don't talk about organization, but you talk about the message. Are you legit to preach your news in Angola?
Well, give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and to God what belongs to God. And we are in God's world, right? So who's going to give permission to God, to God's prophet or God's children to preach God's message if this is God's world? I mean, it's like it doesn't make sense, right? Just think with me. This is your house, okay? And you've got your kids here. Are you going to ask, do your kids need permission from your neighbors to do something there? Or they need permission from you, the owner of the house? I mean, God is the owner of the world. He's the creator of the heaven and earth. And we are in God's world. We are preaching God's message. Do we need permission? Do you think that Jesus Christ asked for permission from Caesar? Why was Jesus Christ killed in the first place? That was because he was against what the government in his time wanted. They didn't want such a man that will come and say that he is the savior of what? I'm the savior, I'm the king here. How can you come here and say this and that? Even Jeremiah, all the prophets were persecuted, okay? They were killed. And, we know all that story, all that that happened, because they were going against the religious, first of all. It's always the religious, the religious leaders that are against what God is doing in each generation, because they don't want to, as we say in Portuguese, estragar o pão. They don't want their business to go,
Be jeopardized.
Yeah, they don't want it. So they do their best to use the government, in order to destroy God's message. And of course, it's because of, the devil also, as he also wants to overcome and take control of the world. He may also try to put barrier on the children of God. Okay, so that's just one of the that's just the first point there. That's just the logic part. We are in God's world and we are preaching God's message. We don't need permission from anyone. Of course, the government there is there for legal issues. Like, I have my ID, I've got my driving license, I've got my passport, I have to travel, I have my passport. Okay, I have to obey. That's the government. That's the law. Otherwise, I'll go to jail and stuff like that. But for issues related to God, it's God's world. I don't need permission from Caesar. And what does Caesar do? I mean, is it Caesar? I mean, Caesar in Portuguese, Caesar in English, right? Am I pronouncing it right?
Yeah.
Caesar. What do they do? When you, as a church, when you come as a leader, when they come as a leader, those, okay, let me not call names, but okay, when they come, okay, I am the leader, I'm going to open a church. Okay, you open the church, okay, I want my church to be legalized. And what does the government do? The government intervenes in your church, and they can tell you what you have to preach, when there are elections, I was there. I grew up in Bondeus. I know what it's all about. We had already one of the governors or the ministers of, I don't know if it was a minister or what, but one of someone from the government came there to motivate people to vote for political reasons. We see these leaders, these great leaders, sitting with the president. Why do they sit with the president there? They have interest there. It's money that has to do there, because the government knows that if the government supports them, they will bring their church members to vote for the main political party. And the church also, the church leaders, they also have an interest in that, because they want also money from the government. They want the government to buy them cars. They want the government to give them special occasions when they have to travel to Israel or something like that. So it's not about, there is no salvation in there, you know.
But then
it's the devil, you know. How can a pagan stinking alcohol come to church, to God's church, and say that, okay, these are you have to teach this, you have to do this in God's church?
But
Jesus Christ
how
didn't
do
do
you
that.
classify
None of
your
the
organization?
prophets.
Because if people access your app on Play Store, or if people go to access your website, there should be a classification of your website. Is that a religious? Did you accept it as being a religious?
It's not
a religious message. I'm not talking about an organization. Do you accept it as being a religious message?
No, just take away religion out of it. Religion is of the devil. Religion is, I mean, this is like a deep topic.
No problem.
Yeah, but religion, what is religion? Religion is the it's a mixture of beliefs. You know, because when you talk about religion, it's not only Christianity. We are talking about Christianity because we are in Africa, and the majority of people here are Christians, if I'm not mistaken. Especially here in Angola. Okay, let's talk about Angola, because I know we've got Islam that's, you know, in the northern part of Africa and all that. But we've got Islam, we've got Hinduism, we've got Judaism. That's, you know, religion is something big, and each one has its own belief. Even Jehovah's Witness, we have Jehovah's Witness and Bondeus, for example. Both of them, they will say that they believe in the same God. But a pastor, or you may not call it a pastor, I don't know what you call, elder or whatever. An elder from Jehovah's Witness will not go and preach at Bondeus. He won't do that. And a pastor from Bondeus will not go to Jehovah's Witness and preach there. Why? If they have the same God. It's disorganization. And disorganization, all that confusion, is of the devil. It cannot be from God, the creator of heaven and earth.
Good.
Would you accept somebody to join your message? Sarah, just the last question. Would you accept somebody to join your message and preach with you and take the lead on your message? Like I'm not, let me say, so if you're not an organization, let's say you don't have members, but then I volunteer to preach the message with you. Would you accept me?
No, everyone can testify. I'm here, I'm testifying. Even a pagan can come and testify. That's not a problem.
Yeah. Anyone
can testify,
and they never end. We shouldn't go that way, I think.
You're
Yeah, I
right,
didn't expect
Mr.
it, but
Candido.
anyway,
You're
that's-
right. Yes. All right. Unfortunately, we have to finish. Not this way. We were not supposed to
I
finish
think we have
this
to
way.
finish in the professional way, maybe.
Yeah.
Just to,
So, what are your last words for teachers and translators for us to say goodbye? Because I
last
see that
words
you got the
is-
message.
Look at the time.
Yeah. My last words. Well, firstly, to teachers, I'd like teachers to have, even if they don't have passion for teaching, they should at least have love in their heart. I mean, when you do something with love, you can do sacrifices. And of course, I understand things are not easy, you know, especially us teachers. Things are really not easy for us, but if we really take the challenge and upgrade our skills and show our potential, our skills to the world, we can really reach higher levels.
All right.
So for translators, it's the same. Upgrade your skills. Upgrade your skills and keep on learning. I mean, learning is really is the key, to everything. In everything you do, even if you're just at home cooking, you have to keep on upgrading your skills on new ways of cooking, how to cook this, how to cook that. And that's how I also do in my teaching experience. For example, when I started teaching, and coming from theory, that was mostly theory that I acquired, and now in the real practice, it was really challenging. But what I did is I continued looking for knowledge, upgrading my skills until now. I'm not teaching currently because my students are on holiday and I'll be traveling as well. But I'm upgrading I'm always, up to date with the current events, related to education, and hopefully by next month or even this month when I travel, I'll have more time, to participate in it. And if you follow my page, you'll see.
Okay.
I'll get more active even there. So that's it. Upgrading
That's
your
good.
skills.
This is the first time. This is going to be the shortest live, I think. The shortest.
But if we have more questions, I think we still.
No,
Okay.
you got a message from your.
He said that he was picking up a call.
No. Was it?
Maybe I didn't
Yeah.
get the message.
I think I saw him doing.
That's why you're rushing things?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
If we have more questions from our audience,
Yes.
I mean,
Okay. Tofilo and Daniel, could you help us? Not help us. Could you help me find the questions?
to wrap up, as I already
Yeah.
wrapped up.
Because I still have questions.
Okay, you can start asking while we are searching.
Yeah. What you do to stay up to date on recent educational research and curriculum advancements?
This is what I say. I participate, in events.
Mm-hmm.
I also volunteer myself for projects where possible. Like, for example, with ANELTA, I'm doing it as a volunteer job, but with the aim of upgrading my skills and going deep into curriculum development, because I'm going to write more on curriculum development, and I'd like to emerge. When you are writing something or you are studying something and you are also working on it, that's something different. That's like experience, gaining that real time, experience. And yeah.
Okay. Have you found any?
Something else?
Have you found any? No. Describe an obstacle that you faced in your career, and how did you?
English
solve
language as a teacher,
Yes,
or
as a teacher.
Oh. My biggest obstacle as a teacher, especially in higher education, is finding, resources. I mean, the support of resources. Yeah, for example, I was the one who had to. We know teachers have this struggle. You as a teacher, you are the one who have to buy the book. You are the one who has to print materials and all that. And sometimes you want something different for your students, and you just can't do it because there are no enough resources for it. So this is like the biggest obstacle that I found in my career. but it's something that I always try to overcome. I may not be able to do it like with these students in this year, but next year that's like a plan that I may have, you know, and try to implement that with my students, or at least once in a while, especially using video lessons when it comes to video lessons and or audio lessons and all that. It takes really a lot of sacrifice from your side, because you are the one who have to bring. The school doesn't provide enough support. Even if you want to print materials, they may have the printing machines and all that, but they don't. They provide the limit there. So it takes a lot of motivation from the teacher. But as I know that I want to transmit quality education to my students, yes. I always, you know, I always try to reach the top, and I always try to. I hope one of my students is following me here, because there was one, I think last when the first time you announced the live, one of them commented, saying that he was my student. Yeah, and because I really like touching, you know, the hearts of my students. I whatever I'm doing, I want to please them. So I try my best, you know, to provide quality, to deliver quality lessons, quality education in general to my students.
What skill do you think is the most important for curriculum specialists to have?
Interesting. Skill.
Yes.
Research. I think that's the most important skill. They should be good. They should have great research skills, because they should be able to investigate on, you know, what the target students need, the target students' needs and wants, and not only limit themselves on, you know, on their ideas or the ideas of other curriculum developers, or just take a course book and just do copy paste and all that. They should really be good at this researching. Yeah, I think that's the best skill, or the most important skill.
She has already said her last words. Actually, she has. Yeah, Mr. Candida.
We've extended the interview a little bit. What?
Okay.
The audience.
It's time we say goodbye, right?
Yeah. If there are
All
more questions.
Have you found any questions?
Our interviewer here he misunderstood us.
Who?
You.
Me?
The interviewer.
How?
That's why you talked about the last words.
Oh yeah. No, because I'm worried about you. You
misunderstood.
Okay.
But it's okay. I think we've spent an hour already,
yes.
Right?
Which age level do you prefer developing a curriculum for best?
Let's say, okay, preference would be higher education right now, but I'm also thinking of primary level, as it's something new that's being introduced in Angola. I'm also looking at it, but for now I'll stick to higher education.
Okay.
Which is adult level, right? From 18 to, I don't know, to 60.
What's wrong with English language teaching in Angola when public institutions are concerned? Students start having English classes from grade 7 or at grade 7. Yes? At grade 7 or in grade 7? In grade 7, they start having classes, English in grade 7.
Grade 7.
From grade 7 up to university. But the only thing which they know is I am, you are, and sometimes they can't even say, how are you? What's wrong with that? And you as a future
That's the curriculum.
you
Yeah.
as a future curriculum developer or specialist, what can we expect from you? Who should we blame?
Okay, that's
The Minister of Education
that's a lot of questions.
or the teachers? Or
Where
none
should I
of them?
start?
Or none of them?
Where should I start?
It depends.
Who should
It's
be-
up to you.
Firstly, curriculum development. It's like, let's say, it's like your lesson plan. It's like
Okay.
a teacher and the lesson plan. You don't just jump into the class without having a plan.
Mhm.
You may be an old, you may be you use the term that you used here, and I just forgot about it. A very experienced or an
Yeah.
expert in teaching English, for example. But what does it? But of course, even if you didn't design a lesson plan from scratch for that specific lesson, but you did that before when you started. So curriculum development, it's like the plan for a specific subject.
All right.
Okay, we are going to teach English in grade. Let's say grade 7, from grade 7 to grade 12. How are we going to do that? What type of teachers do we need? What's the context? Okay, what are the needs of our students? What are the aims and objectives? What else am I missing here? The syllabus.
Mhm.
Okay, which many confuse. Syllabus and curriculum are two different things.
How can we differentiate them?
Syllabus,
I'm a novice teacher or person. I know
well,
nothing.
syllabus is a list of topics,
Okay.
okay, to be taught, which can also include the contents to be tested. So it's just that part of the list of content,
Mhm.
and this is mostly what teachers have, especially when we have our
Time.
the planning.
Okay. Angelina, time? Yeah, we're finishing.
Especially when we have planning, so that's the syllabus, just list of topics. But curriculum is a broad concept, and it
Okay.
includes all these that I said: needs analysis, context analysis, setting goals and objectives, writing syllabus, selecting the syllabus, materials, providing, selecting the appropriate materials, providing for effective teaching. It's a lot of. That's why it's curriculum. It's a development. It's a lot. It's a broad concept.
Okay. Good.
So yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Sara. I've never heard your voice. Today was my first time, and we've never met before.
Yes.
Today was the first time. It was a great pleasure to have you on Answer My Questions, and I hope to see you or to have you on Answer My Questions.
Hopefully we can
Maybe-
have it online when I'll
Probably,
be traveling.
yeah.
I hope so, and I thought
Yeah.
it would be online.
No problem.
But maybe a special edition online, answer my question.
No problem. We can.
I
do
would
that.
appreciate it.
So this is Answer My Questions with Dafa, and my guest for today's edition was Sara Neves da Costa, a future curriculum developer specialist, right?
Exactly.
Good. It was nice to have you on Answer My Questions. It was nice to have you there on the other side. I hope to see you on Sunday, next Sunday. My guest for next Sunday is an activist,
Okay.
a hip hopper, a rapper,
Oh.
and he is. I think he belongs to the golden generation of hip hop. Yeah, so we'll be
Okay. So
discussing.
he has nothing to do with ELT.
No, we'll be
Oh.
talking about hip hop, politics, activism, political issues.
You bring sensitive topics here to the table.
Yes.
That's why they were complaining
We'll be
when
talking
we
about
talk
that.
about politics.
All right.
No
Thank you so
problem.
much for being on the other side. I am David Fernando, and this is Sara Neves da Costa. I hope to see you tomorrow. My team today, I was with Teofilo Domingos and my technician Daniel Salomao. Good to have you guys. See you next time.
Thanks for bringing me
Sarah.
here. It was a pleasure.